Morning folks, welcome to an OCC Queensland weather app. Today the 11th of the 12th 2022. My name's Chris Nitzo. This update brought to you by our major sponsor townsvillesheds.com. Check them out if you're in the market for a shed safe accredited shed. Alrighty, we've got shower activity, even some isolated thunderstorms up through the Torres Strait and the tip of the Cape. We've also got some isolated showers and thunderstorms off the west coast of Cape York Peninsula. We've also got some shower activity coming onto the central Queensland coastline, pushing up into the Burdekin coastline as well, and some very isolated showers across the rest of the eastern seaboard. Yesterday, we saw a few showers around the southeastern section of the state. We also had some significant showers and thunderstorms across the central interior region, falls up to about 60 odd millimetres. We've seen some overnight shower activity up around the Mackay coastline, falls in that 25 to 40 range, and we saw some very heavy and strong thunderstorms out the back of the Atherton Tablelands yesterday. Last night, we saw a nice storm over the top of Weipa as well. This afternoon, we're expecting to see quite a few convective showers across the Burdekin interior region and the Central Coast Whitsundays inland areas as well. We're also seeing some messy, weak shower activity across the central eastern regions. Some better thunderstorms are expected to form across the far northern interior and the southern and central parts of Cape York Peninsula. Also, the western parts of Cape York Peninsula should see some of our best thunderstorms today. But as I mentioned, there is going to be some shower activity, maybe even some isolated thunderstorm activity across the inland Burdekin through the day. That will break up tonight. The expectation overnight tonight is some more showers and storms building up, isolated around that western Cape coastline, and we just start to see a few showers developing around the Herbert Burdekin coastline as well in the overnight period. Tomorrow we are expecting to see a big storm day across the southern and central interior parts of the state. Less frequent storms further to the north. The big thing with tomorrow's storm activity is it's expected to develop from early in the morning across that southern and central interior region, and we'll also see some isolated showers early in the morning across the central coast region. We're coming up to a big storm day tomorrow and a even bigger storm day on Tuesday, so just make sure that you're prepping for that. We've already talked about that in our subscription service at join.ozcyclonechasers.com.au. So check out our membership options if you're interested. Rainfall between now and tomorrow morning. We can see this messy activity across the central east, southeast interior, just some isolated showers, becoming a little bit more scattered as we push up into the Burdekin, Mackay Whitsundays interior, and as I mentioned here, in the far north Queensland's interior regions, and also the Cape, the Western Cape, seeing some better storm activity. Notice also quite a bit of an increase in Torres Strait activity over the next 24 hours as well. And you'll notice that even by tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, we are starting to develop thunderstorms across the southern and central interior parts of the state. So it's a really early start to tomorrow's storm day. Still a little bit gusty on the water around central Queensland this morning with east to southeasterlies coming through, and any showers that could be happening around that central eastern coastline could be a little bit squally as well, so just be aware of that if you're out on the water. Other than that, we get that northeasterly sea breeze that comes in with wind gusts up around that 15 to 20 knot range, so that's not going to be real comfortable for you very close inshore. But early this morning we've got some nice conditions on the water, particularly across North Queensland. Along with that early morning overnight storm activity that's going to kick off, we're going to see a very sharp and strong southwesterly wind change here. So you've got a big strong southerly, big strong northerly ahead of it tomorrow. So wind regime tomorrow across the interior is a little bit complicated. Northerlies to the east of the trough, southerlies to the west of the trough, but also quite strong. Very hot across Western Queensland today. Temperatures in the 40 to 45 range across Western Queensland, extending up to the Gulf country. Notice 35 to 40s inland of the coastal sea breezes across far north Queensland and through central inland Queensland, and much cooler in the central east and southeastern section of the state because of the southeasterly winds. As we go into tomorrow, the expectation is we're going to warm up that east coast region, and you can see those 35s getting much closer to the coast, if not nudging the coastline by tomorrow. And you can see that little heat island effect in the urban areas of Brisbane as well, with that 35 to 38 degree temperature range in there. Once again, 40 to 45s out west though, so it's going to be very uncomfortable, and we're starting to develop quite a bit of moisture tomorrow too, so that heat tomorrow will feel a lot hotter than 35 to 40 because we're starting to build a lot of moisture at the surface. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you tomorrow.